Hey people, happy 1 year Switch anniversary to all you Nintendo fans out there. On this day, 1 year ago, Nintendo released a console like no other. A console no one expected, but one everyone wanted. A console that would be a rebound of a lifetime after the success of the Wii U. They released the Nintendo Switch. Today I want to recap some things that happened in the Switch's first year, including its greatest achievements and its greatest struggles. Here we go. After the January Nintendo Switch presentation, the hype for Nintendo's new console went from through the roof to out Earth's atmosphere and into the stars. Everyone, Nintendo fans especially, were out of their minds excited. And with such great promotion, like hands-on events, and even getting John Cena as the conductor of the hype train for a bit, the launch was as magnificent as people had imagined in their wildest dreams. And of course, that original in-person reveal on Jimmy Fallon was quite the spectacle. And so, with the launch of the Switch, along with a few games including the to-be Game of the Year, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, is when our favorite console had its first few hurdles to overcome. Switches would go berserk due to internal errors, which not everyone experienced because of gross shortage of the Nintendo Switch. It was crazy hard to get your hands on one. For months it was the most desired console, but the most understocked as well. With luck, there was a store nearby getting a restock of maybe 5 systems within a month, most of which had to be given to people who still hadn't gotten their pre-orders. The low production and distribution was because Nintendo was actually fighting for parts to make the Switch with Apple. They had to fight against Apple. Aside from this, farther down the line, the release of some big titles like Splatoon 2, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and more, there were already people seeing the huge success of the Switch like a big juicy steak to dig their teeth into. Who am I referring to? You may already know the story. Of course, I'm referring to Game Device. Now, if I were to give my full opinion on the matter, this video would probably be age restricted, so let's keep it brief. Basically, this great company sued Nintendo for stealing their idea to make the Joy-Con. So, after more major releases like Super Mario Odyssey after E3 and the Switch's production being doubled, there were 2 more giant achievements for the new console. First, the Game Awards. Nominated in almost every category were Nintendo's big hitters on the Switch, Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey, along with many others in other categories, but the biggest of all was Game of the Year, for which again, both of the giants were nominated for, along with huge releases for major developers and companies. In the end, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild took home the title of Game of the Year 2017, a title this game was most definitely worthy of. Also, no one can forget the release date and trailer given for the second DLC of the game, which were given live at the Game Awards. Now this was pretty awesome, but how on earth could there be something even better? After only 10 months, with shortages, lawsuits, faulty systems, lots of pain and suffering, it happened. The Switch had surpassed the Wii U's lifetime sales of 13 million units. And that brings us to today. The Switch is staying strong with over 15 million units sold to date, making it more popular than Xbox or PlayStation, and projections suggesting 135 million units by 2020, which would make it Nintendo's best-selling console, beating the Wii, and which would land it in the number 4 spot for best-selling console of all time in only 3 to 4 years. With the many major games that have come out for the Switch going far into the millions in sales, and even bigger titles to come, I know that the huge bar the first year has set will be surpassed in a more than spectacular second year. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you aren't already. Share this video with anyone you think might enjoy it. And yeah, let's all together look towards a bright future for Nintendo and the Switch. Thank you very much for watching. I already said that.